Do you like hyenas? Hello and welcome to my channel. That was a nice little welcome, wasn't it? I'm going to be doing lots of character-based stuff on this channel. That's basically what I'm into. Passion projects. I want to go more into the lore of my characters that I'm making up. I know it sounds sad and I know it sounds geeky, but I'm embracing the fact that that is what I am now. I'm a massive geek. I've got a cupboard full of wrestling figures. I've got a desk full of wrestling figures too. I've started playing Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, it's not taken over my life yet. There might be some Dungeons and Dragons content down the line, like doing the bestiary or whatever you call it, the monster book. I've got a dog. That don't make me a geek, but I've got a dog. He's only a little one. Look, he's only a tidgy tiny one, so he gets to sit on my knee and be a good lad. He's quite quiet, but he snores a bit, so you might hear him on the mic. First things first, my first project is a thing I've been thinking about for quite a while now. It's got a bit of a loose working title, Mutant Wrestling. I'm big into mutants. You don't get them much anymore in telly or any mainstream culture. You don't really get many of them. In the 90s, you were awash with them. You couldn't move for mutants. You had obviously the big guns, the TMNT, and they've kind of had a stranglehold on it ever since. Yeah, you had the Toxic Avengers, you had Street Sharks, Biker Mice from Mars. Don't know if they were mutants or aliens, but it were all kind of the same thing, wasn't it? Mutants. Couldn't move for them. It were great. It were a great time to be alive. All that gross out, like, garbage pail kids, is it? Is that what they were called? Garbage pail? Or an American thing that never really got to me, did Garbage Pail Kids. But, you know, there were some other cool toys that, like, kind of aligned with it, like Monster in My Pocket. What were those other ones? Like Muscle, but with a full stop in between each letter. I'm not lowering myself to doing that. So yeah, the mutants were fantastic in the 90s, but so were wrestling. Wrestling was such a big part of my childhood. You don't have to be into wrestling to follow this channel. My project is the Mutant Wrestling, and it's going to be a little zine, maybe a bit of comic book going in there. Yeah, these band of mutant wrestlers, they're not mutants yet, they're people. So they're going around the UK, they're failing, no one wants to see them. They're not the spectacle that the WWE are. They haven't ironed it out. They're very much like an old territory wrestling outfit, which I love. I love all that. Like, you know, where we're going to have us wrestling match tonight? Probably in like a bull ring, like a cowboy. Madness. I love it. Love it. Anyway, they are doing one last tour where they're like, right, well, we're going to do a few more dates, and if we're not making money by the end of these dates, maybe we should just call it a day. It's enough. It's not pulling the numbers. So they go to Chester Zoo. They think it's a good idea. They're like, oh yeah, loads of people in Chester Zoo every day. It's always full. Always bloody full is Chester Zoo. They jump in there, they set up the ring, and no one cares. Everyone's paid in to see like an elephant be massive, or like a cheetah running right fast, or whatever, or like, I don't know, what else is there? A beaver beaver in a way. Oh, that was awful. Yeah, so everyone's paid to see these animals and they don't want to see wrestling. And there's this one lad there's always one in there who's like grumpy and upset with his lot, and he's annoyed because his heart and soul's in wrestling, but it's not working out for him. He kicks off, he's kind of like mouthy with everyone and shouting and bawling at his manager and his mates and that, and like storms off back to the dressing room, and everyone else is like, ooh, you see Alan or whatever his name is, ooh, mad, isn't he? Ooh, he needs to book his ideas up. He's upset, and he's in changing room then, and he's kicking stuff about. He's like kicked someone's shoes away, and you know, like pulled someone's coat off the hook and like threw it on the floor a bit, and you know, very childish behaviour. And then he thinks, right, I'm going to go get a shower. And when he goes to the shower, he opens the room next to it. It's like a boiler room. He thinks it's just a shower, so he goes in and he's like, oh, this isn't it. But then he sees these barrels next to the shower. Oh, what's that? So he opens the barrel up and he sniffs and he's like, oh my God, that stinks, man. That absolutely stinks. It must be like penguin tods or something. I don't know what it is. It's disgusting. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to prank them. Get my own back on all of them. I'm going to plumb this into the shower and I'm going to feed it through. This'll get him. And he's kind of come down a bit then. He's like that. This'll be funny and it'll take the edge off and everyone will laugh because they've got poo on them and then they can wash it off. And anyway, they all come back later and they have the shower, inevitably. And comes out and they're stinking like, oh God, it stinks. And he's laughing like, ha, ha, you got covered in whatever this is. They yank him in and they're all mates. Camaradade's back. Yeah, they're all back on top form with each other. They love each other again. Like you do. I've heard wrestlers do that. A lot of ribbing, as they call it. Just pranks and that and mucking about. Get through the day. He unplumbed it. And don't tell me why he's so good at plumbing. I couldn't tell you. Maybe if he'd applied himself in that trade, he might have gone a lot further than this. But wrestling's where his heart lies. Later on, they find out that it were toxic waste, as zoos have commonly got. Toxic waste in the boiler room next to the showers. It's where you keep it. It's the right place, but you know, it's easily plumbed in. Well, this toxic waste sprays all over them in the shower and they get contaminated with the toxic waste. They stink, they think, ha, good joke. Then they just wash it off immediately. But we all know that's not how toxic waste works. This is going to change you. This is going to cost you. So the way my toxic waste works in this little project is that you're just human until you touch the DNA of something else. Some other beast. And the first one we're going to talk about is this lassie here. This is Tina. She's Tina the Hyena. That's a stage name. She's actually Brenda Carlisle, but she's switched up to Tina Hyena now, and it's really working for her. So she's like one of those like sidekick goon kind of characters where she's like, which way did it go, boss? You know, that kind of trope. She's daft, she's slobbery, she's aggressive, she's strong. She's got a very powerful jaw. Let's talk about how this happened to her. She got out of the shower, she dried herself off, and she said, I'm going to see them hyenas. I'm always looking at lions, I'm always looking at giraffes. Have you ever seen a hyena? And everyone went, no, not really. But I'm not bothered, they're a bit weird, aren't they? A bit mangy, like a horrible dog. I'm seeing the hyena. What a beast. It's got that intimidating giggle laugh thing that freaks everyone out. I don't even know how big they are. What size is it? What size is the beast? She asked. No one really knows. Don't make it clear on the Lion King how big that beast is. Are they the size of a Shih Tzu or bigger? Are they a border collie or like a wolf or a bear or even bigger? Like maybe like a wheelie bin size? Who knows what size a hyena actually is? So she wanted to go and find out, yeah? So she's looking, she sees them, she's like, oh wow, look at them, they're that big. Anyway, she figures out the size and that's the important thing for her. But as she looks, there's like a chain link fence in front of her and there's a tuft of hair sticking in it. She's like, oh wow, look at that, hair. Puts it in her pocket, but because she's touched it, it's going to happen. So she falls asleep and wakes up the next day hyena-fied, like hybrid human hyena, and it really helps for a wrestling career. So yeah, that's all you need to know about her right now. I've got a few stories about hyenas, but I'll probably tell you this one. My brother went on safari in South Africa. That's a nice holiday to have, in it. What a lucky fella. Very, very privileged to be on that holiday. Paid for it himself. He's not, that kind of privileged. The only photo he sent me whilst he was there was a picture of some poo. So I said, gross, thanks. And then he said, guess which beast it is that did it, that done that. Guess which beast it is that done that. So I had a couple of guesses. I was like, I don't know. Then when I look closer, there's hair and teeth and all sorts in it. I'm like, what could it be? What could it be? Obviously, it's a story about hyenas, so it was a hyena poo. So yeah, But that's the way we communicated about his lovely holiday. Just a photograph of some poo with teeth in it. Thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate your presence, and hopefully you'll stick with me. And we'll go on to the next one. I might do a crocodile next. You never know. All right. Thanks. Bye. Do I do this? Bye. Say bye, Rudy. Breath stinks.